Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we discussed about some topics relevant to the chapter number 2. Today we are going to be talk about here following topics which is relevant to the chapter number 2, Gauss law in its application. So, in this particular chapter, today we are going to be talk about the topics to be covered which is relevant to the Gauss law and its application. आज के जो टॉपिक्स है उसमें क्या मैं इंक्लूड करने वाला हूँ Gauss law and its application. This is the important topic. In this, its application, we are going to be talk about second number application. So, second number application is electric field intensity due to infinite non-conducting plane sheet. Please try to understand. Same topic, it's look like, but it is a different topic. This is a non-conducting plane sheet. And electric field, again we have to find out electric field intensity due to infinite, but it is conducting plane sheet. So one is non-conducting plane sheet, another one is conducting plane sheet. So let's start the number one topic by which we can able to understand the things in detail manner. So let's start the first topic. What we have to find out? We have to be find out electric field intensity. We have to be find out electric field intensity, okay, due to infinite non-conducting plane sheet. Non-conducting plane sheet. So what we have to find out? Electric field intensity due to infinite non-conducting plane sheet. Now another thing I am going to describe here. The important condition is uniformly distributed. Why I have written this statement here uniformly? Here in this particular sheet, charge is uniformly distributed. Okay, in both these particular things, the charge is uniformly distributed. So let's start the detailed understanding about the electric field intensity. What we have to find out? Electric field intensity due to infinite non-conducting plane sheet. So let's try to understand what do you mean by non-conducting. Non-conducting means the charges are not having definite direction, so it is a plane sheet. So it is a plane sheet and consisting two-dimensional so electric field produced in both sides of a plane sheet. Both sides means two dimension, so left hand side or also right hand side. So now what we have to be do this diagrammatic understanding you have to be understand, then we will talk about the other thing in a detailed manner. So non-conducting means we are talking about, let's try to understand. This is your plane sheet. We are talking about infinite plane sheet. Infinite means charge are distributed at infinite limits. Positive charge distributed over this particular plane sheet. Okay, the detailed notes I am going to be attached with this video. You can go through it. Okay, whatever I am speaking and just giving the understanding. So all the detailed things I am attaching the notes regarding to this particular video. So positive charge is distributed here. Okay, and now what we have to be understand, it is a non-conducting sheet. Okay, It is a non-conducting sheet. Means electric field produced around the charge means this is the what? Plane sheet. These are the charges, and around these particular things we know that this is what? Electric field. What is the basic definition of electric field? The region around the charge. The region around the charge means one particular region will be here and also one particular region here. Okay, so this particular things, another one is in this direction. In physics, we are not going to be considered whole sheet. Okay, to find out the electric field, we have to be consider one particular sheet. So let's consider this particular charges, small part of this particular sheet. It consisting both the side electric field. So direction of electric field, one particular in this direction, and also direction of electric field in the right hand direction. Why it is? Because it is non-conducting. अगर ये conducting होती तो इसका direction fix होता. Either it is in right hand side or either it is in left hand side. It will not in the both the direction. If it is a conducting sheet, जो next derivation करने वाले. It is non-conducting. So non-conducting means here we don't know what actually the exact direction of the charges. It means the charges are not having definite direction. They are moving in all direction. But our charges are distributed positively. So positively charge distributed. Reason around the charge. Before that particular concept, what derivation I did, in that particular derivation I also given the understanding regarding to this. Suppose this is your plane sheet. This you have to guess. This is your plane sheet. Okay, all the positive charges are distributed along this. So the reason around the charge, this is a particular reason of the electric field. It is not the reason. Are you getting my point? This is the particular reason. So the reason around the charge. So one reason is this, and after moving this, another reason is this good electric field. So both the reasons of the electric field we got it in the non-conducting plane sheet. Are you getting my point? Why it is? Because electrons are not consisting only one direction. It consisting two directions. Are you getting my point? I hope so you understood this. Okay, so both the directions of electric field is here, and this is the surface number 3, this is the surface number 1, this is the surface number 2. See, surface number 1 and electric field both are consisting 0 angle. Surface number 2 and electric field both are consisting angle is 0. But here you can see that electric field is in direction and surface number 3 is in top direction. Are you getting my point? So this consisting 90 degree angle, by means theta 3 is 90 degree angle. What we have to find out? Electric field intensity we have to find out, but it's an application of Gauss. So we have to be use concept of the Gauss. So total electric flux. Why am I using the total electric flux? You know that Gauss law means phi is equals to summation q upon epsilon naught. Phi is electric flux. That's why in every application I have to find out what? Total electric flux. So total electric flux through all the surface is phi is equals to phi 1 plus phi 2 plus phi 3. And now phi is equals to close integration, because closed surface area we want, S1 E dot ds vector sign, and S3 E dot ds. This is the electric flux for surface number 1. This is the electric flux for surface number 2. This is the electric flux for surface number 3. So now what we have to be do? We have to be open this dot product. So what here? S1 EDS cos theta 1, S2 EDS cos theta 2, and here EDS cos theta 3. This is S3 surface area. So second part of derivation I am going to do here. Okay, this is the second part I am writing here. This particular is the first part. And without what I am going to be doing here. So now what we have to be doing here? This is very easy. S1 EDS. Theta 1 is, what is theta 1? Theta 1 is 0, theta 2 is also 0. So put the value of theta. Phi is equals to S1 EDS cos 0, S2 EDS cos 0, and S3 EDS cos 90. And cos 90 value is 0. It is 0, so 0 multiplied with anything is 0. So this is 0, but it is not 0. EDS S2, EDS S1. And now phi is equals to, we will put it Q upon epsilon naught by using Gauss law. As I told you in the starting of the lecture, phi is equal to summation Q upon epsilon naught. So what we have to put, phi is equal to Q by epsilon naught. हमें phi की जगह क्या रखना होगा, Q by epsilon naught. So यहाँ क्या हो जाएगा, अब यहाँ पे मुझे E को बाहर लेना है, क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन ds अंदर रह जाएगा, प्लस यहाँ पर भी E को बाहर लेना है, क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन ds क्या रह जाएगा अंदर. सो ये टोटल सरफेस एरिया कहलाता है. तो टोटल सरफेस एरिया क्या हो जाएगा, ES प्लस ES. तो ये कितना हो गया, 2ES. कितना हो गया, 2ES, and this is same Q upon epsilon naught. As you know that it is a plane shape. It is a plane shape. मैंने बताया भी था आपको, continuous charge distribution and its types. Linear charge distribution, and then surface charge distribution, and then volume charge distribution. In plane shape, what type of charge distribution? Linear, surface or volume? Obviously, it is two-dimensional, so we are talking about surface charge distribution. So surface charge distribution, so it is a plane shape, so it consists surface charge distribution. Surface charge distribution, so it is very easy again. Q by S is equals to sigma. This is the formula of surface charge distribution, and from this we got Q is equals to sigma S. Q is equal to sigma S. So in this particular equation number 1, we will put the value of Q is equal to sigma S. So we got it here, Q upon epsilon naught, and it is 2ES. So forwardly, sigma S upon epsilon naught is equals to 2ES, S2S cancel. So we got E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. So this is your final understanding. We got electric field intensity due to infinite non-conducting plane shape. Infinite non-conducting plane shape. Why we got it? Because this is electric field due to the non-conducting plane shape. Okay? I hope so you understood. What is E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Now graph I am going to give you the understanding. This is the last things you have to be just make understanding in your brain. So you understood the non-conducting things. So what type of graph we have to be just construct here. This is very important to be understand. So the graph, first graph, electric field and distance. So electric field and distance. Another graph is electric field, and also sigma. Sigma is a surface distribution. From this particular derivation, you can see sigma is in numerator. Electric field is also in numerator. So electric field is directly proportional to surface charge density. So the graph is straight line. The graph is straight line. But electric field is not going to depend on radius. Can you tell me here any radius is given in this particular formula? No. There is no radius. So electric field does not depend on radius. How can we show? Constant graph. So here I can say that electric field is constant and not depend on what? Radius or distance. I hope so you understood this. So next topic we are talking